Let's talk about why people are calling OpenAI's investment into Thrive Holdings its latest circular deal. On paper, it sounds straightforward. OpenAI puts money into an investment vehicle that's connected to one of its own major backers. But when you zoom out, you start to see a loop, and that's what people mean by circular. Here's the basic idea. In a simple setup, outside investors put money into a company. The company uses that cash to grow, and if things go well, those investors get rewarded. The flow is mostly one way. In a more circular setup, the company and its investors end up owning pieces of each other, directly or through holding companies. Money flows from the company into an entity tied to its investors. That entity gains more economic power or influence, and then those same investors are in a stronger position to support, value, or influence the original company. You get a loop: company, arrow, investor, vehicle, arrow, company, ecosystem. None of this is automatically illegal or evil, but it does raise real questions. First, governance. OpenAI isn't just any startup. It sits at the center of the AI boom, building systems that could shape industries, labor markets, and policy decisions around the world. So when it starts investing money back into vehicles tied to its own financiers, critics ask, are we reinforcing a small circle of insiders, valuations, and control? Who really has a say when big decisions get made? About products, partnerships, or safety trade-offs? Second, transparency. The more complex the structure, the harder it is for employees, regulators, and the public to understand who benefits from what. If a board decision favors a certain path, is that because it's best for the mission, or because it lines up neatly with the interests of a particular fund that's now connected to the company from multiple angles? Circular deals blur those lines. They don't prove bad intent, but they make it harder to see where the money stops and where the influence starts. And in AI, that matters more than usual, because we're not just arguing over a new social app or delivery service. We're talking about foundational technology that will sit underneath education, healthcare, media, and even national security. So when you hear that OpenAI has made another circular deal by investing into Thrive Holdings, the core concern isn't just the dollar amount, it's the pattern: AI power, AI profits, and AI governance circulating inside a relatively small group, while the rest of the world has to live with the consequences. You don't have to assume the worst, but you should pay attention to who owns what, how the loops are drawn, and whether the people building AI are really accountable to anyone outside that circle.